Morning came, and the entire village was empty. The village was called Gray Hollow. It sat in a quiet valley surrounded by trees and low hills. One narrow road led in, another led out. It was the kind of place people forgot about unless they were born there. For decades, life in Gray Hollow followed the same gentle rhythm. Families woke early, smoke rose from chimneys, children walked to a small school at the edge of town. Farmers tended their fields. In the evenings, lights glowed softly behind curtains, and the village settled into silence. Nothing about Gray Hollow suggested danger. There were no conflicts, no known disasters, no warnings from authorities. According to local records, the population was stable. People had plans. They had futures there. Then, one morning, everything stopped. No smoke, no footsteps, no voices. When the first outsiders arrived later that day, they found doors unlocked and windows open. The village was not slowly abandoned. It was left suddenly, as if everyone stood up at the same moment and walked away. Inside the houses, time felt frozen. According to official reports, meals were still on tables. Bread had gone stale. Soup sat cold in bowls. In one home, a kettle rested on the stove, half full, never poured. Clothes were folded neatly on chairs. Shoes lined the doorways. Toys lay scattered on floors where children had been playing. School books were open, pages marked, lessons unfinished. Nothing showed signs of struggle. There were no broken doors, no blood, no signs of fire or flooding. Valuables were untouched. Money remained in drawers. Family photos still hung on walls. Police were called within hours of the discovery. They searched every house, every shed, every well. According to their statements, there was no evidence of violence or forced removal, no mass grave, no trail leading away from the village. Officials described it as a complete and unexplained absence. Local people from nearby towns were questioned. Some said they had last seen the villagers the previous evening. Lights were on, dogs barked, everything seemed normal. Others claimed they noticed a strange tension that week, short conversations, people leaving stores early, a sense that something was wrong, though no one could say what. Several theories were discussed by investigators.
One possibility was disease. According to medical authorities, there were no hospital records showing a sudden outbreak, no emergency calls, no quarantine orders. That theory was later dismissed. Another theory suggested a military evacuation. Some believed the government had removed the villagers for safety reasons. However, no official documents support this. Military records from that period show no operation in the area. Government secrecy became another idea. Locals claimed officials avoided questions and closed the case quickly. According to public files, the investigation lasted 6 weeks before being labeled unresolved. Then there was panic. Some researchers believe fear spread overnight, a rumor, a warning, something that made everyone leave at once. But this raises a question. Where did they go, and why did no one ever come forward? Throughout the years, stories grew. It is important to separate what is documented from what is claimed. Documents confirm the village was found empty. They confirm personal belongings were left behind. They confirm no clear explanation was ever given. Everything beyond that lives in memory and rumor.
The darkest stories focus on the final night. According to local claims, strange events were reported after sunset. A farmer from a nearby hill said he saw lights above the valley. He described them as low, slow, and silent. No official report confirms this. Another account comes from a woman who lived 2 miles away. She claimed she heard a deep humming sound late that night. It lasted several minutes, then stopped. No power stations or factories existed nearby. The most discussed story comes from one man, a delivery driver.
According to his statement, he passed through Gray Hollow just before midnight. He said people were outside their homes, standing quietly, not talking, just watching the road. He said no one waved, no one stopped him. When police later questioned him, he admitted he felt afraid but could not explain why. There is no evidence to confirm his account, but it remains part of local memory. What is certain is that by sunrise, everyone was gone. No notes, no warning, no explanation. Fear spread faster after that.
Today, Gray Hollow still stands. The houses are broken now. Roofs have collapsed. Nature has taken over gardens and roads. Trees grow through floors. Wind moves through empty rooms. Explorers who visit describe a heavy silence. Footsteps echo too loudly. Doors creak without wind. According to visitor logs, many leave early, feeling watched. Some report hearing distant sounds. Others claim lights appear at night. These are personal experiences, not confirmed events. What is confirmed is this: no one stays. Every attempt to resettle the village has failed. According to local authorities, families who tried to live there left within weeks. They cited anxiety, sleep problems, and an overwhelming sense of unease. Gray Hollow remains abandoned. The records end, the questions remain. Even today, people say, the village is empty, but never alone.